Hello there everyone and welcome back to Factorio. We are back and ready to get our first bit of full automation prepared to go. We're going to build our smelter today, and I think we are going to go with a vertical design here. I just have to figure out exactly how I want to lay this out. And unfortunately I just used all my iron making belts, which was not entirely what I wanted to do. So we're going to need fuel, input for the ore, and output for the finished refined product. Now, do I want to go north-south or east-west for this? Let's see. If I assume that I can turn... Well, we'll figure that out. Let's go with north-south design, just because all of the ores are to the north right now. Let's start it right here. One. Now, let's see. How do we want to do this? We want a belt for coal. So this will be bringing the coal up. This will be bringing the ores in. And this will be taking the finished products out. No, I need to go east-west. East-west is going to be much easier. I have a plan. I have something of a plan. It just means we're going to have to bring the ores around to start. But I think it'll work out well in the future. So we put two adjacent to each other like that. Now then, if we go product out... product out, ores in, and then coal will come around this way. Alright. That was probably way more than I needed. I do need some long-handed ones though, so that'll work out okay. So, ore in, product out. We want the product out to be slightly more efficient because it's not limited. The input rate isn't as limited because it will get... Alright, so that's going to be pulling items in, and then that's going to be the fueling line. Two more. Apparently we only have room for one. What are we short on? Iron, of course, which is why iron is going to be the first thing we're going to fully automate here. Two. So we're going to get 4 furnaces, will be good to start right here. Yeah, and that will be the copper in, or the coal in. And this is what one... Actually, you know, we're going to do it... Hold on. How can we do this? And 3 and 4. There we go. What I'm trying to figure out is if there's any way to make this a little more compact. And I don't think there is if I'm going to have the fuel supplied directly. But then the next one below, the copper line, will be able to use the same fuel lines. So, and I don't necessarily have to do all of this right yet. So let's see. So ore is going to come in. I'll make one more landfill here. There we go. I get that. Let's start laying the belts. Now then, we're going to also need to start thinking about turrets, but I'm hoping that I can get my my iron processing up and running before that comes, because it's going to take a lot of... There we go. Straight across. That nice little bridge I've managed to make. And we're out. Getting up here is going to be a bit of a pain. Hopefully I won't have to go this way too often. Which of course means that's the way I'm always going to have to go. No, we definitely need more iron. That's only 2 more. Automation is key, and as you can see, our fuel is going to become a problem fairly quickly here too. We're about halfway through to running out of coal on our fuel line. 2 more. Use our high-speed run here. Whoops. I think I have enough now to get this started. Still going to have to get the coal up there, but that's a start anyways. Come on, 1 more belt. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Auto smelting for the win. It's time to begin. Now then, for fuel, power is going to be our priority, so we need to do this pretty carefully. But we need iron to start being produced first. Okay. Now the only part I haven't figured out is how we're going to remerge these 2 lines together. It's going to be underground belts. I think that's pretty much a given. So I think for now we'll just start putting all this into a box. Or a pair of boxes. There's 1 box. That was not entirely necessary complication there. Here we go. Okay, 1 more belt. One more belt. Now, we've obviously run out of something in the science area. We'll go see what it is. I'm going to bet that it's iron, because stone walls is stalled at 50%. And we are running out of fuel here very rapidly. Yeah, as I suspected, iron is out again. We're going to, yeah, bringing fuel up there is going to be the next big project. Get those 2 going full throttle. Let's see, can I take this out? Nope. Not with my current tools. I also can't mine it. Which is too bad. It'd be nice. A little extra stone. Alright, things are now progressing. So, what was I working on? I was working on fuel. And that's going to have to wait just a minute, because that's going to start getting complicated. The good news is we now have iron coming in at speed, and such a speed that I actually want to make another miner. Speaking of which, we need more copper, and we are probably out of fuel in copper production. What a surprise. Get all that. And get another electric miner for iron. Okay, got stone. Let's get sniper turrets, no. Optics, that'll let us light the place up in near future. Just for belt balancing, we are going to get a second, whoops. Well, I'll need that eventually anyways. We'll just move that up by 1. There we go. They're out of sync. How annoying. Fortunately, I think there's something I can do about that. Nope, there isn't. That's okay. Don't care that much. Belts. And ore is coming. Okay. got a bunch of coal on hand now. Here we go. We'll just bring it around for now. And then we're going to need to build our first splitter. Just going to take iron that I don't have yet, but fortunately iron is now coming in quantity. 1 splitter. My goal is that the first thing I'm going to fully automate is going to be science. Because it gets complicated. Here we go. 1. We'll add underground belts as necessary in the future. Okay. Now what we're going to need is a second splitter, and that's going to take the fuel up to the that'll take fuel to the power plant. Because we want the power plant. If we run out of power, we are really in trouble. Oh dear. I'm going to have to go upstairs and help soon. Alright. So now we have coal coming in. And there's our power plant coal. And here come our belts for the power plant. Still quite a haul, unfortunately. I'll decide what to do with this in a little while. But we're going to need 1 underground line. Okay. Well, we should be able to start catching up. Let's just get some more fuel in here, just to tide it over until all is said and done. Let's get 1 underground belt here. And we're going to... Actually, we don't need an underground belt. Now that I think about it, we want the first line to run right here. There's our first fueling line. We are on our last... Okay, there we go. We're almost there. We will need underground belts in the future. Hey, look, iron backup, because 2 of these guys can't actually get the iron ore because of the slight changes that have been made. There we go. A little better. That'll double production. Okay. We're getting close. Power problems are about to end, and a whole new set of problems are about to begin, I'm sure. We need more iron for our burners. Yeah, we're going to use burner inserters here, because... Ooh, we got this done just in time, didn't we? Here we go. Power up. Really? You're not going to power up from that? Is that good? There we go. Now we're talking. How are we doing? Alright, we are not producing enough, but that's okay because that's why we produced a second steam engine. Excellent. We'll get the rest of those up and running soon. The important thing now is that production is full and auto. The only problem right now is that our quantities of materials are limited. We'll definitely get that second electric miner here. So we might as well. Good. Okay, ore's backing up. That's good. Fuel is not coming in quite fast enough, which is okay. That's why we're going to get a couple more burners done. And get one at least grabbing from the very end of the line here. There we go. Because these will only burn if they're actually needed, which is useful. Okay, we're going to have twice as much coal coming in a minute. These are going to start backing up, which is good. Now, I've already messed up making this expandable the way it's currently laid out, which just is fine. It just means I'm going to have to reorganize this copper line, or this coal line here. Not the end of the world. We'll figure it out in a minute, but copper will be next. Let's see, science-wise, copper we've run out of now, haven't we? Oh, no, it's still iron. Because we don't have any iron being actually delivered anywhere yet. And that's something we're going to have to figure out here. How far is our iron deposit going to go? Well, reasonably far. Not super-duper far, but reasonably far. Let's get this science going. We need science. Let's throw in this copper, too. There we go. Science shall re-begin. And then our next project will be... Alright, we've got enough power now, don't we? We need copper coming in, which means we need to design our copper line. Which is going to mean reorganizing this here. There we go. Thank goodness for the new, tidier pickup of items. They've made a whole bunch of enhancements to the game since I last played with you guys. Like, a whole lot of them. Okay. That will go to the copper line here. Come on, belts. It's coming. We're getting there. Okay, belts there. Now then, let's see. Furnace will go here, here. And 3 belts in the middle. And it's incoming, outgoing, and incoming. Or, sorry, incoming and 2 outgoing lines. Let's see. Let's get one more. We're short on copper now. Yeah, we knew this day was coming. Copper is going to have to come and join the party. Let's get 1 miner for copper. And that'll just go into here. Well, actually, we'll do it this way. That one, and... oh, apparently we have 2 of them. Okay. There's all that stuff. Let's see, now how are we going to bring this in? We got to be careful. We could bring it in... let's bring it in through the iron route, because that'll be one less... that'll be one less... actually, no. Whoops. Let's get steel. We'll bring it in down here, because we're going to want to bring tin around to the smelting area that way. Not quite far enough reach. I'm just going to take this across like so, and 1 more. That's more like it. Okay, ore comes in here. 1 underground belt. That's oriented in the right direction. There we go. More belts. Lots more belts than we've got currently. You know, when it comes to automation, I really just can't help myself. I know I said I was going to have to be careful, but here we are going crazy again. Oh well, whatever. I'm trying to keep things better organized off the start. Now I know that this is going to have to be redesigned, because once coal becomes obsolete and we go to electric furnaces. Alright, now where is our copper? Oh, that one belt going in the wrong direction. Here we go. So one really useful thing you'll note is they fixed the issue on corners. Things don't lose their alignment on corners anymore. It's a really nice change. Alright, now I just need all of my 2 of those, 4 of those. So loading. I hope that'll work. I need to move over my coal by 1, don't I? Yeah. So if I move over my coal by 1, I can put my power, I can move this over by 1, and then I'll know that everything's going to work here. I can also put my power where it belongs. Into the grid. There we go. Where did our second longhand go? Going to continue on red science here. Let's get the alloy processing. We're starting to get into the more obscure stuff here. There we go. Okay. Now we are talking. Get 2 boxes going right here again. These are placeholders. 2 of those. 2 of those. Alright, let's just do it. Each of these lines is going to be a unit, so we might as well establish them. Because of the sheer number of ores there are going to be in this mod, we need to make sure we are prepared for the way things are going to be. So that's 2 ore lines done. Now we just need 2 more right here. And then we can start in the next episode. We're just going to polish up the last few details here. But in an upcoming episode, we're going to start being able to think about automating, like properly getting science automated. And science is going to be relocated out of here, and we're going to set up a more appropriate permanent place for it. Get some burners. I know they make more pollution, but they work far better because I don't have to worry about powering them. There we go. Everything's powered now. All these things have all the coal they could ever need. We have all the power we'll ever need until we start making our real science labs. Good, okay. Alright guys, so next episode we're going to get set up to start getting science automation going. And actually what we're going to do here at the end of the episode is we're going to get some gun turrets and some ammo. And ammo production is going to be also going to get automated relatively soon. Because as you can see, our pollution cloud is starting to get pretty nasty. And we're going to want to make sure we are set to deal with whatever the game is going to throw at us on that front. Actually, hold on, let's cancel that. Let's get a radar as well. The other aspect of watching what's going on in the world. So let's get a turret right here for now. And give it my ammo for now. I've got more ammo coming, so that should be able to cover that area. And we get 1 down at our smelting area. That'll do to start anyways. We'll put that right there. And 1 more of these, and we'll load it up with 10 rounds. The turrets actually make far more efficient use of ammo than we do. They do a little more damage than we do by default, so it works well. Okay. We're just arming ourselves up with everything we need to start manufacturing. And now we need to start getting our radar going so we can explore. So tin comes in here, and it'll come around. And down to here will be our tin smelting, and then below that. So this lake is going to go. This lake is going to be a liability to our awesome smeltery. And that's okay. Alright, radar. Let's let there be knowledge of the world. Alright, well there's our explorable area. Definitely not a lot of ore patches visible in the nearby area. I don't know what that little white dot, those little white dots must be something interesting. Now we do have one little irritation right here, and that's this right here. We have some quartz. So what we're going to do is we're going to just finish up the episode. I keep saying that, I know. Hit an underground belt. We're going to try and get all this out of the way. I think I can cover that if I'm careful with a single miner. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah, if we move this power pole, that one power pole, we just need to find it a different home, or double it up, as the case may be. Yeah, there we go. That'll do until we get all this quartz out of here. And into here. Excellent. Now, is there any other stuff that's going to be significantly in the way going forward? Not specifically. I don't know what quartz is going to be used for, but better to have it in a box than to be burying it underneath a factory and forgetting it exists. Alright. So, the last thing that's going to need to be put onto full auto will be that. And that is going to be the end of this episode, because we have company. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we automate science. Bye for now.